Hey guys, and welcome to another FIFA 23 SBC video. EA have released the 87 rated Lorenzo Insigne. They also actually released a player of the month, Lionel Messi, that we'll talk about a little bit, and then we'll talk about Insigne because I forgot to do one when the Messi SBC came out, I'm guessing at like 5 PM. First of all, I've never seen a player with a low work rate before. You can't play him in any other position apart from cam, so you can't play him as a centre forward or a striker. Or out wide, but to be fair, I much prefer him as a central card. Even if he can only play cam, I'd much rather him there than out wide. That is amazing. He's also got another 92 rated card from the Champions League road to the knockout, which could go to a 94 rated potentially, but that one you can only play on the wing. So I don't know how the stats kind of differ between the two of them, but a quick little look at his SBC. What does he require? 84s, 86s, 87s, 188. Do you know what? I might end up doing that SBC, genuinely. I think that's probably going to drive up the prices, though, heavily on 84s, 85s, and also 86s, 87s, and 88s. So we could see the market go up a lot in terms of that, in terms of the fodder cards from around those ratings, but I'm tempted to be able to go and complete that card. Anyway, Lorenzo Insigne, only one segment to him. If he's cheap, you could go and do him and throw him into the Messi SBC if you wanted to. He isn't going to be the most cheapest SBC because you are going to need to put in the team of the week, as well as an 84 rated squad and one Italian player. He's got 92 days remaining. What is this with 92 days on some player SBCs? We had it for the for two other cards. Where were they? Moreira and João Mario's road to the final card. See the way they're there for 92 days? And then the same with Insigne. I don't know if that's like a mistake, but I feel like that shouldn't be there for 92 days. But anyway, it is. Of course, now playing his football in the MLS. 4-star is good. I like his work rate. His 5'4" height. We'll see how that plays out in terms of his stats in a second. And you can play him as a centre forward, not as a striker, but you can play him as a centre forward. Could be good for the 4-3-3 false 9 formation potentially if you want to do that. His pace is insane. His shooting stats are actually pretty good. His passing is insane. His dribbling is good, but his reactions and composure mean that the shelf life on this card will be limited. Do not underestimate those two stats, especially on an attacker. They are important. And whilst you might get away with it now because of how good some of the other stats are, and, you know, the fact that some of the opposition defenders in this game, there's still only like a few really good ones. But as more, you know, better defenders continue to get released in the game, he's going to struggle coming up against high-end fullbacks and centre-backs as more of those become available in this game. So that isn't great. His physicality is shocking to the point that he probably wouldn't even work as a centre forward because he just get bullied off the ball so much. Out wide, it's a little bit different because you come up against fullbacks where their physicality isn't quite as good, but his stamina isn't the worst, I suppose. He has got 3 fantastic traits, all the traits that you would want in an attacker of flair, finesse shot, and outside foot shot. So it's a weird card, it really is. There are some parts to him which are fantastic, and then there are parts where his physicality and that height means he is going to be terrible. But at the same, you know, when it comes to, you know, being able to put up a fight, you know, physicality wise, but at the same time, his pace and dribbling should enable him to be very good at just being able to beat opposition defenders with pure pace. But at the same time, you then look at his reactions and composure. The rest of his dribbling's good, but then his reactions and composure mean in front of goal, he's not going to be the most clinical. Might be okay, and as I said, you might get away with it at this stage of the game, but long term, he's not going to be great for that. You're restricted to using him nation-wise because the MLS doesn't really have anything available at all in this game right now in terms of any other good cards. I think there is a Rulebreakers Hector Herrera. I think he now plays in the MLS, so you got him. But for the most part, you haven't really got too much. I think you have maybe like a Silver Stars card as well that was also positioned as like a left midfielder. So on the whole, it's not too... I feel like if it was an 84 rated winning team of the week, I'd probably be saying, yeah, do it because it'd be good fodder. Obviously, that team of the week that's needed to be submitted will raise that a little bit. But at the same time, getting an 87 rated card that, yes, can't get any upgrades, but then can be useful still. Even with requiring a team of the week, you could still have a low-end team of the week and then like a bunch of 84 rated, and it still shouldn't cost too much. And then ultimately, you are getting an 87 rated that you can throw into an SBC like this Messi, for example. So yeah, he's arguably going to be just as useful for them being to be put into another SBC, whether it be this Messi one, whether it be any potential icon SBCs, probably more than anything. So there are a few decent stats, but ultimately he's not going to be the best. But anyway, guys, that'll finish off this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all later.